right. So thanks for being on the call. We do this call, or I do this call every Monday night at 8 o'clock. Got some people from Finish Strong in here tonight. That's probably who we're going to have on the. But anyway, I wanted to first go over some recognition. And you guys are going to recognize probably several of these names. This is network-wide. Everybody that made Success Club last month in Team Pan. There's about 1,600 people in Team Panacea. For those of you who aren't exactly sure, Team Panacea is the name of my team. And so, you know, basically everybody that is underneath that, technically, you're on Team Panacea too. You're welcome on our team page if you like. But I understand that there's several leaders that have their own pages now, and that's fine too. But I do this call every Monday night, and you guys are welcome to join me every Monday night. All right, so recognition for last month for Success Club. I'm just going to go down the list, and I'm going to tell you, like, find my stickers here. So the people, everybody who came in basically as the top person for Success Club. So like Mariah got 18 points last month. So, you know, think about what that means. I mean, you got 18 points, and some people, you know, might have trouble getting a few points, but, you know, I don't know. The way that my brain works, so that's one of those why not me things, right? If she's getting 18 points, why can't I get 6? Or why can't I do, you know, more than that? Or at least that. So Mariah gets this little sticker here. It says leader. She can put it on her laptop. She can put it on whatever she wants. But they're pretty dishwasher safe. We've got some that says Team Panacea that I put them on my shaker cups, and they're holding up so far. And anybody can get a Team Panacea sticker if you want one. Just let me know. But so Mariah's going to get the leader sticker for 18 points. That was the most Success Club points last month. Following her was Katie Meserve with 14 points. I also had 14 points. Meg Lyon had 12. Cody Reed, my amazing and lovely wife, had 12. Kim Bickle had 10. Mariah Nutter had 10. And Mariah is a new coach. It's really been fun talking to her. This girl gets it, and she's been crushing it lately. Started about 6 months ago, give or take, I think. But, you know, a lot of coaches, they have a sign-up date and then they have a start date, you know. So she signed up about 6 months ago and then started work in the business about a couple months ago, because I've started seeing her name in the downline. Joan Crocker, as always, represented. She got 8 points. Lindsay Hardy, who is Mariah Nutter's coach, got 8 points herself. Emma Richards with 8. Emily Sordoff with 8. Shannon Taylor, always present, also with 8. Shannon is a brand new mom. Maybe not so brand new now, but I remember, like, when I went to find her profile picture, you know, she had like a 1-week-old baby in there, and she was the PV leader for the week. Where was I? Britannia Valiant, something like that. Sorry for butchering that. Shaylee Brown with 6, Lauren Fish with 6, Kristen Harmon with 6, Bridget Slosher. I have a friend who spells it exactly the same way, but she pronounces it Brigida. But I think the general pronunciation is Bridget. Casey Stollard, who's been crushing it and present lately too. It's been a lot of fun talking to her. And Natalie Thomas. Listen, anybody on this call or anybody watching the recording, if you want to, you know, if you think there's something I can help you with, I encourage you to message me. I'm at my 5,000 friends list, right? So I can't accept any more friend requests, but obviously you're in a group that I'm in, so tag me and tell me you sent me a message, and I'll dig through the archives or whatever and find it, and I'll be happy to help you with that. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about, let's see, I can't remember who I was talking to earlier. But so we have Barre Blend available right now. And so just to set up to clear up some of the misunderstandings, when it launched a few days ago, the sneak peek version, right? It's not the whole workout. The sneak peek version, it's coaches only that get access to that right now. And you get access by either signing up as a coach with the challenge pack, the Barre Blend Challenge Pack, or getting the digital unlock. Now, on the 16th, it's available to customers using the same parameters, right? The digital unlock. But here's the thing that I want you guys to think about when you're talking to people about challenge packs in particular, right? So if they tell you, well, you know what, I don't want Shakeology. So it's $100 for Beachbody On Demand, and then $60 for the retail price for the digital unlock, right? Are my numbers right there? Somebody nod. So that's $160. Or with a promo code, the Barre Blend Challenge Pack that comes with Shakeology is $150. So it's actually $10 cheaper if you get Shakeology. So obviously everybody should get Shakeology. And one of the things that I love doing, and Nicole told me, you know, that she did this as well. When you get a challenge pack, or when I'm sending a challenge pack, you add on the Energize, and you just tell them, look, man, you're going to love Energize. You're going to need it for these workouts. You know, if you're driving a race car, you don't want to be putting, you know, regular unleaded gas in it. You want to put the Supreme Unleaded in there. You want to fuel your body right, like the race car that you're trying to make it become. So I put this Energize in there. You're going to thank me for it. I swear by it. And, you know, if they decide no, they can take it off. But I mean, a lot of them leave it on there. And so that brings in that volume, that brings in, you know, commission if they're a customer month after month after month. The thing about those customers too, though, you need to be touching base with them and finding out what they're going to do. In the Finish Strong group, somebody was talking about someone not wanting to give their social security number. That's fine. You know, I mean, it's required basically if they want to be a coach, but they don't have to be a coach. And I'm going to tell you guys, between Cody and I, over the last 2 months, we've got like 42 Success Club points, give or take, between the two of us. And we've signed 2 coaches. Now, that's not really great. Okay. I mean, I'd love to be like, hey man, I've signed a couple of rock stars. I haven't in the last couple of months. But if somebody's not really interested in working the business, then I'm okay with them being a customer, because you earn more money off of a customer than you do a coach who isn't going to be working the business, right? I mean, the discount that they're getting is exactly your commission, right? So if they're saving $31 on their Shakeology because you're a coach, that's the $31 in commission that you're not getting because they're a coach. Now, if they're in your weak leg and you have enough volume to cycle and you round that $100 or that 90 points up to 100 and you're an emerald, you might earn $14, but that's still $14 instead of $31, right? So again, that's something that you and I can talk about, or you and your upline can talk about, because there's some times where you want a coach, a discount coach. You know, maybe you're trying to make rank, or you're trying to build one of your spouse accounts to Emerald or something like that. So you might want somebody to be a coach. And I generally, a lot of times I let people know, hey, you know what, you would save money doing this, but I really just haven't been doing that a lot lately. And I'm going to tell you, one of the other things that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to be posting, I'm going to be inviting to a refresh. I think I'm going to do refresh pretty much at the beginning of every month. I mean, it's going to give me something to invite to every single month, in addition to whatever program just recently launched, whatever program it is I'm doing. And if I'm being honest, you know, I'd put on like 25 pounds over the last 2.5, 3 years. And I figure if I'm doing a refresh every month, then I'm not going to put on 25 pounds over 3 years, because, you know, I can generally lose, you know, 6 pounds, something around there for the reset every time. Let me check my notes here real quick. Somebody have a question or anything you want to ask? While I've muted everybody. Okay, so you're going to have to unmute yourself, but please go ahead.
Nicole, or do you guys have problems signing on share card recently?
Problems with ShareCart as far as what?
Like I tried today multiple times and that site just takes me somewhere. I have to sign manual. Like I can go from my office to the like lots of times.
I saw in the leaderboard that that there was a that there were some people having some problem with the online office, which probably translates to ShareCart too. I didn't play with ShareCart today. The problem that I have pretty routinely with ShareCart, and it drives me crazy, and I've talked to Tech about it, and Carl too, honestly, is when I put in somebody's name, and then I fill in the rest of it, put in their email, and then I click customer, and then I choose the challenge pack. It always kicks me back to the regular sign-in page. Drives me crazy. And I don't know what the solution to that is yet. Because, between Cody and I, we have 8 CBCs. And so when I'm signing into all these others, it created some other problems for us. And I think that they found a workaround for that. But that's the problem when people talk about ShareCart problems. That's the one that I have, is it always kicks me back. But for some reason, like clockwork, it always works the second time. I don't know why it kicks me back that first time, but it seems to work the second time. Is that the area you were talking about, or something different?
Just I try multiple times today and the other day to like go from coach office to share card, and it just logs completely out of coach office. I have to back sign in manual, and I even start looking in questions and was something about share cards. Then I got from there only. It's not like from my own office.
Right.
It's like, I don't know. It's a couple of weeks already I'm doing this.
I have ShareCart, just ShareCart saved on my phone. So, I mean, like it doesn't go, I don't go to Office or anything like that. It's just ShareCart. So, you might try that.
I like that. Thank you. I will try.
So the other thing that I want to talk about, I posted in the, unless anybody else has a question, I don't want to go off on a tangent. Okay, so we'll go for a minute. In Finish Strong, somebody was talking about, or actually, I guess, I don't know. I'll let you in on a little secret. Almost everything that I'm posting in these groups is based on a conversation that I probably had about 5 minutes earlier with a mentor or with somebody that I'm talking to. And, and a lot of these questions that I'm getting, I might actually tell them, man, that's a really great question. Go post it in Team Pan, or go post it in Finish Strong. And then I'll go answer it there, because if you got that question, then so do a whole lot of other people. They just hadn't got the sand to ask it, or hadn't got around to asking it, or didn't know to ask it. But so I don't remember what the exact conversation was, but one of the things that you got to do in this business is you have to do a program. You have to have a program that you're like, look, I did this all the way through, front to back, the way it's supposed to be done. And the reason that you need to be able to do that is so that you can be that example to other people. And this is where we talk about feel, felt, found, right? I mean, you'll hear that a lot in coaching, and probably even in some of the books, because I didn't make it up. I heard it from somebody else. But somebody's like, man, you know what? I really love to get in shape, but I just don't have the time. I got 2 kids and I work, and when I come home, I'm tired, and I just don't have the energy, right? And so that's what they say. And you say, because they've already told you they'd like to work out, they wish they could, whatever. And you say, I understand how you feel. I felt exactly the same way. But what I found was, when I finally decided, hey, I needed to do this for myself, that throughout the day, not only did I find that I had more energy and I wasn't so tired when I got home, I actually looked forward to my workout, or if I was working out in the day or in the early morning, I was setting the tone for my day. I was winning the day by doing that workout in the beginning and taking that time and putting it towards myself. And, see what they say from there, because what you'll find a lot of times, I call them noble excuses, right? People will give you these noble excuses where they make it sound like the reason that they're suffering or the reason that they are not doing something that everybody knows that they should be doing is because they're so noble, right? They're sacrificing themselves. Well, I would work out, or I would, earn some more money for my family to help pay off my debt or pay off kids' college or whatever. But, I have 2 kids and they have homework and they have scouts and they have jujitsu and soccer practice. And I also volunteer at church and all of these noble excuses. So, now they feel better about the fact that they are on the couch and, not doing anything to feel better about themselves or to set better examples for their kids, And so you can say, you know what? I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. What I found was when I started exercising and taking that time for myself, my kids noticed and I had better energy around my kids. I was more patient with my kids and I was setting a better example for my kids. I really think that this is something that you would really benefit from. It sounds to me like it's something you want to do. I just need you to trust me on this. I wouldn't steer you wrong. Jump in. It's a 21-day program. Let's say we're doing 21-day fix. It's a 21-day program with a 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm going to put you in a group, and I'm going to help you get the results that you want. And I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. And if you are, you send it all back after you've done the whole program, and you get your money back. And almost nobody does that, right? And then generally what they're going to do, if they still don't want it, they're just going to start ignoring you, because now you've pretty much blown the water, blown the sails off of any kind of excuse that they're giving you. And they just have to be like, okay, well, I'm just lazy. Or, generally what they'll do is they'll just disappear. Does that make sense? Okay. So the thing that I'm going to talk about now is I'm going to talk about Success Club. And then I'm going to invite you guys to ask any kind of questions. We try to keep these calls at about 30 minutes, but if you guys come up with a couple of questions, then that's fine. I'm going to tell you that Success Club, should be a non-negotiable. It's one of those things where, people will say, oh, I didn't make Success Club because this person didn't order when they were supposed to, or my, brother's stepdad's cousin was going to order and he didn't order last night like he said he was going to. But the fact is that it's not that person's responsibility for you to make Success Club, right? It's your responsibility for you to make Success Club. And for those of you maybe who don't know, Success Club 5 earns you free customers if you're an Emerald. And if you make Success Club 10, then you get free Shakeology customers too. And I'm telling you guys, I make hundreds of dollars a month, if not a week, off of customers that Beachbody's given me over time. I've made Success Club like 104, 105 months or something like that. So, when people tell me, you know what, I can't do it. I've never done it. I'm serious about coaching. I've just never made Success Club. That's hard for me. I'll be honest with you. And it's just kind of a mindset thing. I was like, you know what, I'm going to make Success Club every month. And so I talk to people and make sure that I've got those people in line. Now, it doesn't mean that if you don't make Success Club that you're a loser and your business is trash or anything like that, because, maybe they're buying BOD or they're buying something else, or, maybe you just, I don't know. I don't want people to think that, if you don't make Success Club, then you just throw your arms up in the air and you give up. But it should be the goal every single month. And it should be the goal for you to help your coaches make Success Club too. Because here's my tangent that I'm going to spend about 3 minutes on. And it's not really about Success Club, but it's about helping other people. One of the things that I believe so much in my heart, okay, is because I did one of these programs a couple months in a row, or a couple rounds in a row, P90X, and I lost 60 something pounds, and it absolutely changed my life. And during that time, I started working the business, and it absolutely changed my life. Right? So when I'm talking to people, there's no part of me that feels icky. There's no part of me that feels salesy. There's no part of me that has any hesitation about talking to somebody, because I know that I'm doing them a favor, right? Because I know that if they do this program or they do this business and they do it right, it will absolutely change their life. And they're lucky that they're having this conversation with me. And that's the mindset that you have to have. And that's one of the reasons that I want you to do a program and get the results that you can get from it, so that you have that kind of belief to where when you're talking to somebody, you don't feel salesy. You feel like you're doing them a favor, because you are. If you put somebody into a program and do something, and help them get those results, then you've literally changed somebody's life. I mean, we've had people who bought challenge packs, and one guy in particular was in his late 20s, 400 pounds, okay? Eventually lost 200 pounds as, through Beachbody programs and diet and whatnot. And this guy had 4 kids. And I'm here to tell you, that guy wasn't going to see 40 years old. 400 pounds and not even 30 yet. And because that guy, he wasn't my customer, he wasn't my coach. He was my coach's coach, right? But the reason that all those people signed up is because I signed up, and I talked to somebody who talked to somebody who talked to somebody who talked to that guy. And so after all of us are gone, after everybody that's on this call or watching this recording are gone, that guy or his descendants, right, he's going to have shared memories with his kids and his grandkids that he wasn't going to share beforehand. And those kids are going to grow up and they're going to talk about their grandfather, and they're going to have this relationship with their families that they weren't necessarily going to have because, except for that challenge pack that he bought. And when we're talking about, Beachbody, the business, okay, there are leaders in your upline, right, who are full-time coaches now. I'm a full-time coach, and I'm here 24/7 with my kids. If I'm not here, it's because I've chose not to be here, right? I don't have to ask anybody for permission like I did when I was a cop, anybody permission to go to my kid's birthday party, or, hey, can I spend Christmas at home, or anything like that. So I'm here. We're here raising our kids. We're super present in our kids' life. So in theory, hopefully, my kids are going to grow up and they're going to be better adults. And they're going to raise better adults. And they're going to raise better adults. And it's not just me, but other people on the team who've done this. Again, so because these people are able to spend this kind of time with their families and their kids, and raise these kids to be better people, who raise better people, who raise better people, 5, 6, 7 generations from now, people are going to be walking around. They're not going to have any idea who I am, who Chris Reed was, who Cody Reed was, who, Katie Meserve or Meg Lyon or any of these people. They're not necessarily going to know who they are, but they're going to be living better lives because I signed up to be a Beachbody coach at one point and talked to somebody else who talked to somebody who talked to somebody. And that's pretty awesome. That was, I was a cop for 17 years, did a lot of cool stuff, saved some lives, did some pretty cool stuff. But that's what drives me. I've done more good as a Beachbody coach than I did 17 years as a cop, and 15 of those years on SWAT. I really 100% believe that, because the people that I'm helping, they want my help. I'm not going to help the same people every week because they keep making terrible choices. I'm here to help people who want help. And that's why I get excited about this business. So there's my fire and brimstone soapbox spiel. But okay, questions, comments? You know what? Let's go around the horn. Tell me something great that's happened to you either personally or in the business. And there's 5 of us here, I guess. So we'll start with you, Zita. You have to unmute yourself.
Well, today was kind of stressful with my case of that customer I had, but thank you for your help, Chris.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully like you say, I address that and hopefully they will fix that problem. So it kind of stressed me out and a little bit put me down, but it's okay. Tomorrow another day.
Well, that's not a win, but okay. You're not playing right, Zeta. All right. All right,
One
Tammy.
more question because
Go ahead.
I'm muted. Is that group Morning Meltdown? You think we need to close? We have a couple people left, not finished yet, but.
Well, I mean, if they're posting, then that's fine. I try to jump in there and click like and say huzzah or something like that, but I haven't. Honestly, I haven't been on Facebook that much today. I was running errands and taking kids. Allie was vegetarian for like a year, and now she's not, and so I had to take her Chick-fil-A because she's been a year without Chick-fil-A. So, but yeah, I'd leave it open until everybody's done.
Okay.
Okay, Tammy.
Yeah, I would have to say that my win for today is that I put a post up for the first time in quite a while that was an action post that people are going to have to respond to. So for me, that was pretty big. I just have been in my own head and in my own way, and today was the first day I actually invited. So
right, awesome. You know, it's funny that it took me so long, and I know that like there's somebody on the call who's still like, I'm not blindly inviting, and that's fine. You do you, but you know, it was a game changer for me. And I'm not saying, you know, that I don't know what kind of inviting you did today, but I can tell you that I would send messages to people, but for a long time, and it used to work where you could just post, hey, look how great my life is. Look how much I enjoy working out. And people would be like, hey, I want to do that. And, you know, for whatever reason, that doesn't work anymore. So you have, and here's the example though, that I really love that makes me understand. And I'm going to put this video in everywhere on all my groups because it's great. But it's kind of like if one of your friends posted on Facebook and they were like, hey, I'm having a barbecue this weekend. Everybody's invited. Come on over. Right? And so you see that and then you're like, oh, okay. You know, but if I said, hey, I'm having a barbecue this weekend. Everybody's invited. Come on over. And you saw, and then you got a message from me and I was like, hey, Tammy, hope you're doing great. Did you see I'm having a barbecue this weekend? You should totally come over. Well, now you're like, oh, wait, he actually was talking to me. You know, he was inviting me. And that's such a big difference. And, you know, I would go to all of these events where people would talk about, oh, you know what, I invite, you know, 25 people a day, 50 people a day. And it's, I feel so silly because I'd be like, no, you don't. And I don't know where I thought, you know, because one of the things that I say is, you know what, these coaches who are killing it, they're just talking to more people. You know, they don't have some sort of magic, you know, Facebook group where they just post something and people are like, oh, you know what, I'll take two. Let me buy 2 challenge packs. Those places don't exist. They literally are just talking to more people. And when I started doing that, just saying, you know, I mean, I'll be honest, it's, you know, copy and paste. Hi, Zeta, how you doing? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. You know, Cody and I are going to be doing a 3-day refresh the first month in, or, you know, starting off in the New Year's. Is that something you'd be interested in? Question mark. Copy, paste, send. Copy, paste, send. Change the name, send out 25 a day. And, you know, most of them get ignored. Some of them unfriend me. That's cool because I'm at my limit anyway. And if they unfriended me, they weren't, you know, part of my tribe. So I'm okay with that. So there you go. Okay, well, Eric, I think you just jumped on, but we're wrapping up. But we're talking about wins. So tell us something great that's happened to you in your business or otherwise in the last couple of days.
I just got out of my own way tonight and sent out 46 invites. I posted in our group, but
awesome.
I have struggled the last few weeks to make myself send out invites at all the last few weeks, and so I just decided, you know what, it's all in my mind. So just did it.
There you go. Fantastic. That's what Tammy just said too. I think Tammy dropped or had to go or whatever, but yeah, that's literally what she just said. So awesome. Congratulations. Mary, can you hear us? Can you talk? I see Mary's iPad. I've unmuted you. If you can say something, I don't know if your speaker's on or not. Or microphone.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Kinda. Okay, well, we're going to jump on. I'm going to leave you unmuted, Mary, so you can jump on, but we're going to go over to Nicole. And if you've got it figured out, after Nicole stops talking, then you can tell us. Okay, Nicole, tell us your win.
So my win is I finally started reading a personal development book, and I finally started inviting people. Not randomly, I'm not one person, but I'm inviting people and making lists of who to start conversations with, who to invite. And I finally printed off like a month's worth of the business activity trackers. So I'm actually doing that starting yesterday.
Awesome. Which book you reading? I know, but
Go for the no one that you told me. Yeah.
Go for no. It's great.
I can't say who it's by, but that one.
Yeah,
I have it in the other room. But.
Several copies around here somewhere. It's a really interesting book. Quick read too. So
yeah,
awesome.
So that's all.
Cool. Tracy.
Hello.
Hi. What do you got for
Sorry,
us?
can't do video because not strong enough service. I think my win is that I have been consistently inviting every day for the last week, and so that's a big thing for me. But on the other side of my business, I finally found a location to do a true boot camp, so I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm gonna see if I can attach Shakeology along with my boot camp.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, and so you can even just one of the things for the boot camp or fit clubs or whatever that some people did. It's been a while since I've talked to somebody who did one, but they had basically like a liability waiver that also collected enough information, and on the waiver somehow or another, said that you were signing the liability waiver and agreeing to have a free Beachbody account made for you, and you collected enough information where you could make
that's an idea.
Where you could make that.
I have the waiver.
Yeah. So, all right, very cool. All right, Mary, last chance.
Yeah. Hi. Hi. Yeah, I just actually did my first 3 invites last night. So I'm actually just getting started, and I'm just trying to keep going.
Okay. Well, that's a win, right? The first of anything is a win. So congratulations. That's awesome.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for being on the call. I will post up the recording. And like I said, seriously, this is my full-time job, right? So if I can help y'all, message me. I will be happy to help you. Okay? So have a great night.